Good evening, everyone. As you can see right now, it's raining. The first time it rains really here where I live in Southern Ontario for, I'll say, 12 weeks. So this is the continuity of the previous video I made about the future and what the introduction of AGI will do to our human societies. And really, more particularly about what will matter for us as individuals and as humans. What should we train our kids to do? Like I myself have two kids, fairly young. If your kids are a bit older, let's say teenagers, it's a bit more worrying because they will definitely grow in a bit of a dystopian time. Extremely hard for me to predict what's going to be next in the near future. But one thing for sure is it's going to be like it will be like a period of time where we'll adapt. Not only us, but the societies, the government, and government are extremely slow to adapt. Bureaucracy needs to adapt to. Bureaucracy is basically what is government, but it's not elected. So those people have a tendency to defend their position and their way of thinking. And for a lot of them, even like I was talking to some of my friends who are quite bright, and even for them, it's hard to grasp what this future will introduce for all of us. So what should we teach our kids to do? Well, I'm gonna teach three things to my kids. The first one is leadership. I feel like leadership, no matter what we do, no matter what the society will look like, leadership will be a valuable skills to hone. Some argue like, is leadership as a skill? Is something that is like you're born with or not? I do believe it's a skill. I've met many different leaders and great leaders. I know one right now, a great guy. Like you talk to everybody around and they say, "Oh, this guy's just a normal dude," but he is in that strong position of power and he doesn't abuse it. He doesn't put himself on a pedestal, and he just does what he is doing with leadership, natural leadership almost. But I can tell it's not something that he was born with. He learned it, and we can all learn it. But the younger you learn it, the better it is. The second skill I want to teach my kids is creativity. And this is a tough one because actually you don't really learn creativity, you lose it. I'm sure all of you guys remember when you were kids, you were full of imagination, you were making like castles out of your bed sheets and whatever, like there were always something going on. I was looking at my grandmother kept like a notebook, like a textbook or whatever, like that I filled with poetry, poems, and I was like, I remember writing them, but I was like, if I had to do that today, it will be impossible. They were beautiful poems. Some of them were dark, some of them were bright and full of joy, but they were like rhymes, and they were written in my native tongue, my native language, and they were just beautiful. And not because I wrote them, but because I could judge that they were beautiful, and I knew as a fact there were no way I could write that like now or when I looked at them the last time. And those are things that I wrote when I was 6 or 7. I barely know how to write, but I knew already how to be a poet. And that's the thing about like creativity. You have it when you're a kid, and you own it. And the most important as a parent is to try to not cooperate too much with the system that is already destroying our creativity by putting us into mold and preconceived ideas. So you have to try to keep that bright light that your kids have in themselves for creating. However, like some content creator on YouTube has a concept that I really like. It says like you have two kind of people, the creative type and the consuming type. So try to make your kids into creatives being instead of like consuming people. The last but not least, I want my kids to be accomplished athletes. I don't want them to be trophy kids. Don't take me wrong on that one. I want them to be accomplished athletes. Why? Because it's part of life. It's part of enjoying life. I love sports personally. I don't like watching sports. I like practicing them, and I like to be immersed in them. Today, for example, I went to my run club. We did the 200-meter dash, and you know what? It was painful, but I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the social aspect of it, being with my friends, running, competing. Even if it's not a competition, it's still like as a human, especially as a male, you try to gauge yourself against other males and see how you perform in regards of your performance versus their performance. And I played basketball at the end of the day for an hour. We played a couple of full court games, and then we played 2-on-2s. Very nice time. And every time like you go out and you enjoy some sport, you feel refreshed, you feel healthy, you feel mentally relieved. And those three skills or attribute, call them all you want, abilities, leadership, creativity, athleticism, those three skills, they are what make you an exceptional human being in this society, and I think also in the future ones, especially with AI. What I want to talk about next in my next video is what kind of technology AI will bring. And I have a warning in that video, so I'll try to release it tomorrow. I really appreciate your comments. I really appreciate the way you comment in my videos. Like if you have productive, constructive input regarding like editing or anything, like as you can tell, like I'm starting YouTube. I mean, technically, I created some content in the past, but I was never really like keen on it. I wanna do better. So if you have like constructive things that you think I should bring and I should improve, feel free to comment on that. I'll be really welcoming these. And well, that's it for my video tonight. And if you have ideas, if you like me to talk about something else than future technology that AGI will bring, feel free to tell me what you want to learn about and what you want my take on. Have a good one.